No matter what it is that I'm doing, whether it's speaking or modeling or acting or whatever it is, for me, it's about the representation. Am I going to be able to represent the disability community authentically as the Black woman that I am?
It's time to see Lolo Spencer. Whether she's acting, modeling, advocating for the disabled community, or creating content on her YouTube channel, Sitting Pretty, Lolo leads with authenticity. The lifestyle influencer is reclaiming narratives around disability, sharing her joy and tips she's learned along her journey, and sharing laughs while doing it. I'm Jazz Jennings, LGBTQ+ advocate and a proud member of the trans community. And this is Seen, where people from communities whose stories have been ignored are able to share and celebrate their truth in their own words. Because after all, everyone deserves to be seen.
So I wanted to show disability in my way. And through that content, I saw that people were really digging it. The details of the journey, though, the way I saw it, especially as more viewers and followers started responding to the content that I was making, I felt like, and still feel like, the more I share, the better it is for the rest of the community.
Oh, definitely gotta travel with this. No matter where you are, as long as you're within the United States, this bad boy is going to come in handy. You hear me?
My disability journey started when I was 14. I was diagnosed with ALS. I just was like, oh, okay, this is what's going on, cool, whatever. Let me go watch Moesha. But as I started doing my own research online in the good old dial-up AOL days, I learned more about the statistics of ALS and how they said the life expectancy for someone upon diagnosis is 5 to 7 years. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm 14. Wait, and I started doing the math. I was like, wait, no. Like, I have so much more life to live. Like, I still gotta go to college. I still gotta get a boyfriend. I still gotta, like, figure out life, you know? And so, unbeknownst to me, I made a powerful decision and knew that that wasn't going to be my life as far as what the statistics had to say about it. And so now that I am 33 years old, I have, double, tripled the life expectancy at this point. In this day and age, to have resources is imperative, and I find myself needing resources as an adult now. There was a video I did about tips on job interviews and how to get a job, you know, because the employment rate for people with disabilities is so low. I think it's like at 2%. That it's alarming, it's unfair, and that's a whole other topic. And someone, you know, sent me a message and was like, Lolo, you know, thanks to your video, I got an interview and I nailed my interview. And then like a week later, she was like, oh my God, I got the job. Thank you so much. So I've gotten so many beautiful and positive comments from people who really are taking heed to what I have to say. So for me, again, it is one of those things like, if I have to put myself out there for the help of someone else, that's my thing, that's my zhush. That's my purpose, you know? It's necessary to have the conversations, and especially because disability is just now starting to get a little bit of light shined on the community. Because even when you have those conversations about inclusion and representation, which is like the hot words right now, nobody ever talks about disability. It's like the one time that we would naturally and should be part of the conversation, we're still being ignored. So I know there's still a lot of work to be done, which is why I don't mind continuing to create the content and having those conversations with people to let them know, like, hey, this isn't appropriate. This isn't cool. I understand that your intentions may be good. However, it's actually more offensive than it is helping anybody. It was a great time. It was phenomenal. it was like just to be right there, be that close, and not feel out of place was a blessing. Oh Lord, inspiration porn. Essentially what inspiration porn is using people's life and lifestyles, and especially in this case with referencing disability, using people with disability and using their stories as a way to make the able-bodied community feel better about their life, because they don't have to go through the same things that we have to, and therefore use our lives in a way that is easily digestible for them. It's like immediately you're jumping to this conclusion that I need help. Immediately you're jumping to this conclusion that I need a friend. Immediately you're jumping to this conclusion that I need a hug. And it's like, pump your brakes. Because first of all, I don't even know you. You're making an assumption that wanting to walk is my goal, that I'm healed if I'm an able-bodied person, versus finding healing within myself and who I am and owning the life that I have, accepting the life that I have, and making the best of what I have, and not seeing that as my healing. And that's when that whole inspiration porn, that's why the whole perspective is so skewed. Because if I'm happy in a wheelchair, loving life, having a thriving career, and all of these things, it's not good enough because I'm not able to walk. And so media needs to really, really stop chasing the story and start chasing the humanity of the people, and really want to learn and come from it from an educational perspective of like truly wanting to learn about this person's story. Respect people for who they are, how they show up, even if you don't understand it, even if you may not fully agree with it. Respect that person for who they are and how they show up at the end of the day.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of Seen. If you'd like to follow Lolo, you can find her on Instagram and YouTube. That's all for this episode. See y'all next time.
you.